Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Broonzy, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Shake shoe bob shooby doo doo booby doo dow.
Bang!
Hot dog!
Don't hesitate! It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow!
Well, howdy folks, and welcome to Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and we're glad you tuned in. Our special guest today is two-time winner of the All-Ireland Harp Championship, right?
That's right, Ralph.
Aideen O'Donnell.
Hey, thanks.
Nice
Hey,
to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
That's a strong handshake.
Well, I tell you, why not? Tell you. I can't stand a half-baked handshake. You ever hear that saying? No, I tell you.
I agree. Very nice.
Good old handshake, yeah. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Okay, it's good to see you.
Yeah, maybe you're the host. You're very talkative today.
Well, I say every Irish person is.
Is that right?
Yeah, oh, sure. Tell you go to Ireland and look, anybody who stops on the road will talk to you, even a donkey. Anybody.
Well, you're going to play some music for us today, eh?
You bet. You know, there's so many gorgeous pieces, what do you call, in Ireland, like true Irish pieces that sometimes aren't heard here, like lovely ones that were written even during the time of the famine, tough times, people that even went to England and America and sit on the coast of England or sit on the coast of America and look across the water and say, my gosh, I wish I was home. Because they miss the people, God bless them, that to come here. So I'd like to open with a piece called The Water is Wide. Gorgeous traditional piece, just very beautiful. Good. And moving. That's why I love to play it. Shall I do it? Go right ahead. Okay, great. All right. The water is wide, I can't cross o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and we shall o'er, my love and I. For love is gentle and love is kind, the sweetest flower when first it's new, but love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. There is a ship that sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep
Ah, that is so pretty.
Thank you. I tell you, a moving piece, huh?
Yes.
Brings back the old sod to me. I get over there once in a while.
Uh-huh.
I just loved it, and I swear it, just some of these old lovely pieces. Like you hear some of the Irish Eyes Are Smiling, which are lovely, don't get me wrong, but...
Written by Irving Berlin, though.
Yeah, yeah, but there are beauties, though,
Yeah.
that people don't hear, and they're the ones that I try to bring out.
Yes.
Because, oh, I tell you, there's so much.
And you perform in concerts, and
Yeah.
you also teach.
Oh, I teach. I have 20 private students, and I love each and every one of them. What do you call it? I give them 2 concerts a year in my home for their parents, so then they've something to work for. So some of their feet don't touch the floor when they're sitting on the piano stool, but they're adorable. And so I let them, you know, and they have to write a poem, and so it's great. I love doing that. But I'm very lucky because I'm doing something I love. And there's not many people get the chance of doing that.
That's for true.
And now I've started what do you call the concert harp. Well, I came here, that's what I got my degree in, playing the concert harp. But I ordered one, and it takes a couple of years to make because they're all hand carved.
Wow.
And so I just got one there in December.
So you're going to be...
When that 200-pound box came through that front door, I swear it was something. But now I can play the classics on it.
Great.
And oh, there's some gorgeous things you can do with the pedals and everything. It's beautiful. I love the harp. It's such a beautiful instrument.
The Angels.
That actually down in what do you call Houston, Texas. There's this place called Melody Music, and they have these carpenters that are their work is just a finesse, and they have they're building a lyre for me, a lyre. And I'm having one made.
Wow.
And because it's one of the oldest instruments of the world, it goes back about 3,000 years. And you see, I hope to give talks in schools, because I give talks in libraries about the history of music. And like the first instrument of the world was the harp. And it moved westward. Everything moved west, you know.
Where did it start from?
Well, Greece, 3,000 years. The lyre in Egypt. The first instrument of the world was like the bow and arrow. The string.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
That makes sense. The Egyptian harp is shaped like that. And so now, and the lyre then through time it was beautiful, and ladies used to walk around just flicking 10 strings. So I'm having one made so I can talk how it came from the lyre, moved westward to the Celts in Germany, under the English Channel to Ireland, then moved westward over the Atlantic Ocean to the Concorde, the concert harp. Just like the donkey to the Concorde Plain.
Shall we hear something else?
Shall we hear something else?
Yes.
Well, why not? Actually, I'd like to do a nice piece for you, but it's all in Gaelic, if that's all right.
I won't understand a word of it, but I don't think
Well, you'll get the drift of it, and I'll show you why. I'll show you how. You'll get the drift of it. And the reason why I put drift... Okay, that word, let me show you. Oh, I'm changing the key right now. It's like a... Oh, wait, yeah, let me see. We get this into tune. I didn't mean, but it's like it's called Báidín Eilimi, which is the Gaelic for my little boat. And it's like there's this fellow who used to live in Lough Conn in County Mayo, and used to build boats. So he'd bring food out to people in the Aran Islands during the time of the famine. And he says, I'll build my little boat in, and I'll put plenty of food in it, and I'll take it out to Madam O'Mara and Paddy O'Flynn out there, and I will row as hard as I can. And the harder I row, the farther I'll get. So the one thing that kept the Irish going was their music, the background. Every country, if we didn't have music, what a boring world. So, true.
Yes.
That's what kept them going. Mexicans, everything. So it's a case of when they used to sing these songs as they rowed, and it has their rowing effect. Da da dum. Da dun dun da da da. Come on, Johnny, row harder. We'll make it out there. And they did, and they filled it up with food, out they went. And this was one of the songs they sang. That's why the drifting came in. It's just with this weather we're having, these strings are very, very temperamental. So excuse me 1 second. I'm sure you see with yourself here with the guitar too. The wooden instruments. Okay. Is feile mi an, bodin eile mi, Jimmy Gogola, bodin eile mi, is feile mi an, bodin guidok, bodin biusok, bodin boirak, bodin eile mi, bodin bodin biusok, bodin eile mi, is feile mi an. Bodin eile mi, breshu igori, bodin eile mi, is feile mi an. Bodin eile mi, breshu igori, bodin eile mi, is feile mi an. Bodin guidok, bodin biusok, bodin boirak, bodin eile mi, bodin guidok, bodin biusok, bodin eile mi, is feile mi an. Bodin eile mi, is feile mi an. Bodin eile mi, is feile mi
Yes.
Have you heard that before?
I have not, no.
But did you get the drift of it, even though you didn't understand the Gaelic?
The drift.
That's what I'm saying. Even though not even understanding the Irish, a lot of it though is chorus, just for a beat.
Mm-hmm.
And they sang it, and they went over those waves like you wouldn't believe, in those little currach boats.
We should tell the folks watching how they can get in touch with you. I think we'll have your phone number.
Sure.
Will your phone number flash on the screen? There it is.
Go for oh.
It's 201-378-9726.
That's
if
right.
you should wish to take harp lessons from Aideen or hire her to
Private party.
private party,
Concert,
wedding, concert, anything.
Tea parties, anything. Historical societies, libraries, I give talks. Schools, I love to talk to children. Love
Wonderful.
to talk to children. Because children, I don't know, I give talks in schools and it's amazing. Sometimes their mouths hit the floor. When I tell them about the lira and the harp of today,
Mm-hmm.
and how things changed, and I bring all these harps and show them.
Great.
Through music.
See if we can get you into our school system out in Mendham.
Oh, well, I tell you, well, it's a pity, you know, music history is kind of fading out sometimes, I feel. Appreciation of the arts.
Well, we're going to take a little break here for a public service announcement, and we will see you in 1 minute with Aideen O'Donnell on Horses Sing None of It. I don't know where I'm looking. You can win this swell set of recordings by artists who have appeared on Horses Sing None of It, simply by sending your name, address, and telephone number to me, Ralph Litwin. Horses Sing None of It, 140 Morris Street in Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. You can win recordings by the amazing, incredible Liza Di Savino, Dennis Dougherty, Margot Hennebach, Juggernaut String Band, Dave Kleiner, Ansel Matthews, Kathy Moser, Patrick Regan, Elaine Silver, New Jersey Songwriters Circle, and these 2 albums by me, Ralph Litwin. To win, send your name, address, and telephone number to Ralph Litwin, Horses Sing None of It, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. Ah-ha!
When first unto this country a stranger I came, I placed my affections on a maid that was young. She being young and tender, her waist small and slender, kind nature had formed her for my overthrow. On the banks of the Bann is where I first beheld her. She appeared like great Juno, the beautiful queen. Her eyes shone like diamonds, her stars softly shining. Her lips were like roses, her blood drops on snow. Oh, it was her cruel parents who first caused our Vivians, because she was rich and above my degree. But I'll do my endeavors to gain my love's favor, although she is born of a high family. My name it is Delaney. That's a name that won't shame me. If I had had money, I would never have roamed. But the drinking and sporting, night rambling and courting is the cause of my ruin and absence from home. Oh, but now that I have gained her, I am happy forever, with the rings on her fingers and gold in her hair. But now by the banks of the lovely Bann water, in peace and in contentment, I live with my dear.
Beautiful.
Hey, great song, huh?
Yes.
A story, the thing about that is the hierarchy in Ireland took over.
That.
No, there was a big old story about a fella who took, you know, he wanted, now, Mary Ann, you're going to marry Moriarty, you're down the street whether you like it or not. And they lived in a castle. But she married a pauper. And he didn't know about it. And sure enough, he found out. They had 2 children, but he killed the kids. The father. Because she didn't marry the Moriarty. But this was the hierarchy in Ireland, way back 1500s.
Well, we're starting to get close to the end here. What should we do? Should we try and get 2 songs in quickly?
Let's have a whack in together, why not?
Okay.
Go. What's going to be our first one?
This is called The Irish Rover. I'm so surprised that you hadn't heard this before.
This is the A flat, isn't that right?
Yes, in A flat.
A flat, let's go. Okay, you start, I'll come in with you. Go, bang away.
In the year of our Lord 1806, we set sail from the cold Cay of Cords. We were sailing away on a cargo of bricks for that grand city hall in New York. Such a beautiful craft, she was rigged for a knot, and how the trade winds blew her. She had 23 masts, and she stood several blasts, and they called her the Irish Rover. They had 1,000,000 bags of the best line of rags. We had 2,000,000 barrels of bone. We had 3,000,000 hogs and 4,000,000 dogs and 5,000,000 barrels of stone. We had 5,000,000 sides of poor blind horses' hides and 6,000,000 barrels of porter. We had 6,000,000 bags of the best line of rags in the hold of the Irish Rover. Well, we had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and the ship was lost in the fog, and the whale of a crew was reduced down to 2. It was me and the captain's old dog. Then the ship hit a rock, oh Lord, what a shock, and nearly tumbled over. Spin 9 times around, and the poor dog went drowned. I'm the last of the Irish Rover.
I'd be darned. How about that? Okay.
A tall tale.
Go for it. Okay.
Oh, we still have 4 minutes left. That was a quick one.
You bet.
So we should tell folks again that if they want to come see your concert, get on your mailing list, get one of your recordings, or take lessons from you. You have recordings.
Yes, I do.
They should call Aideen at 201-378-9726 for some great Irish harp champion music.
Thanks. Well, I'd like to say, first of all, before we finish, just thanks a million for having me here this evening.
Our pleasure.
Ralph, it was my pleasure being here. Always is.
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Tell us what we're going to
Shall I finish off with a whacker?
Yes.
Why not? Good old Spanish lady.
Correct.
E flat? Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Okay. Sorry. 1 second. Have we got a second here? Yes. Let's go. Okay.
Take it.
Okay. If you're from Dublin town, is this good song to sing? As I went down through Dublin city at the hour of 12 in the night, who should I see but the Spanish lady washing her hair by candlelight? First she washed it, then she dried it o'er a fire of ember coal. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so neat about the soul. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. As I came back to Dublin city, as is hour with 8:30, who should I see but the Spanish lady brushing her hair in the broad daylight? First she tossed it, then she brushed it, on her lap was a silver comb. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so neat inside in Rome. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. As I went back to Dublin city, as the sun began to set, who should I spy but the Spanish lady, catching them up in a golden net? When she saw me, then she fled me, lifting her petticoat over her knee.
My.
In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so neat as Spanish lady. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay.
Thank you, Aideen. We still have another 2 minutes. Can we play that through again?
Another 2 minutes? Another 2, I'll give you a whacker. Hold on. Get another one. Want another one? 2-minuter?
Yeah.
Why not? Belfast City. Let's stick her in there.
Okay.
Great old piece. leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, oh please will you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They're knocking on the door and they're ringing in the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Algery Mooney says she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie and she'll get her own way by and by. When she gets to have her own, oh she won't go mad till he comes home. Albert Mooney she loves still, it is Albert Mooney she loves still.
Support for this show has been provided by Victor's House of Music in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Call John Zara, our friend, at 201-652-5802.
The World Game Institute offers workshops and software to provide people with information, to inspire them, and to empower them to become better global citizens and to have a better global understanding. If you know a group or a school that needs more hands-on work with world issues, please contact the World Game Institute. You can call or write us at World Game Institute, 3215 Race Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19104. Our number, 1-800-220-4263.